Okay guys, it's Reed giving you a redneck perspective of what Nintendo is doing. So apparently people that play Let's Plays, walkthroughs, whatever, you know who I'm talking about. You do a video game, you play it, commentate over it, or you just do a walkthrough just of the game. What Nintendo is doing now is they're claiming every one of these videos. And YouTube cannot stop them. Apparently they have all the rights to do this. Now what this means is people, big people that commentate over videos, they make money from them. You know, everybody does a playthrough or a walkthrough of a video game. They do it different, they play it different. Also, people look at the playthrough and they say, well, that game looks great, I want to play it. Now, as small as my channel is, and my video game stuff I've played, I cannot tell you the comments I've gotten, even on an old game, just like I was playing Devil May Cry. An old game, a PS2 game, old game. And I had a ton of comments on people just saying, I'm going to get that. And that's an old game. See, that's the power of YouTube. It gives people the freedom to do that, to see what the game looks like and decide if they want to buy it or not. So pretty much what Nintendo is doing is they're taking this away from everybody now. People that play the game, like me, you advertise the game, people buy it, and we make money from it, but we put a lot of work into it, I guess you could say. It's not as easy as you think it is to buy all the equipment to record it, then to render it, then to upload it, then to tag it, then to put a custom thumbnail. You have to do all this work to put a video game video up. You know, it's a lot of work. And so pretty much what Nintendo is doing is if you've got that up, instead of, they could have just, if they wanted to, they could have took down everybody's channel. Realistically, they could have claimed it copyright strike. They could have took everybody out. But instead what they're doing is they're just claiming the video, the money that you would make on it. Nintendo is getting it now. So pretty much all your hard work of playing the game, it's not really hard work, but you know, you put effort into playing the game. They're taking it away from you now. So this is bad news for Nintendo. They continue to hurt their image. I don't think they realize what they've done. I don't think they've actually realized what they've done. And to make it even better now, a lot of people's not even mentioned this in their video. Let's say you do a review of a video game. Let's say you review it has to be a Nintendo game, like a new Mario game. You review it, now Nintendo is claiming, like if I just review the game and talk about how this game was great, I love this and all this in it, not even show any content of the game, just talk about how great it was. Nintendo is also claiming that. Just because you talked about their game and you reviewed it, they're claiming that as a part of Nintendo. Even though you have nothing, no game related or nothing in it, just talking about it, they'll still claim it. So Nintendo, I don't know what they're doing. Now Microsoft and Sony, they encourage people to share their content. They don't care if you make money off of it. They do not care. And the PS4 is going to have a share feature where you can share the video. You can record it right on the system and upload it to YouTube right from the system. And I'm sure the new Xbox will do the same thing. Now this, I mean, let's look at Call of Duty, for example. The biggest game on YouTube. The most popular game ever. They've actually paid people to play their game. They've actually given people money just so you put a video up on YouTube so more people can see it. And look how that's worked out for them. They're selling over 20 million copies a year of that game. And a lot of those sales, I would say 5-6 million of them or more, is because of YouTube videos. Because now people, instead of buying a game, they go to YouTube and they look it up. I've looked at a ton of Let's Plays before I bought a game and played it. You know, I've looked at all that stuff. That's the way I buy a game, and I'm a redneck. In the mountains, in the middle of nowhere. And I still look at YouTube to see if that game's any good before I buy it. Because, you know, $65 is $65. It's not a lot of money, but you buy 4 or 5 bad games or you just don't know what you're buying. I don't trust the reviewers like IGN. I don't trust those guys. They've been games on there that they say is awesome. They ain't worth a shit. You know, I mean, you can't really go by that anymore. You go by people. You go by the people, what the people think. Because usually what the mass majority of people think is how it turns out. You see somebody playing the game, you like the way it looks, you're going to get it. You're going to be more excited to play it. I've had that happen hundreds of times. Just think of the games I've sold. And my channel's not even big. And I probably got 400 or 500 comments the last year and a half, I'm going to get that game. That game looks great. And that's just me, a little small channel. A little small YouTube channel. So anyway, YouTube is, Nintendo's messed up. They've messed up. They've hurt themselves. They're not going to change it. Don't think Nintendo will. They're not. They're not going to backtrack. They're going to enforce this, and that means less people will be buying their games. Less people will be playing their games. So we're going to see a lot of, for example, we're going to see the next God of War game or whatever, the next exclusive game Sony makes. That game is going to be all over YouTube. Let's plays, commentaries. The new Mario game, nothing. There's going to be nothing on YouTube. So, because Nintendo's not going to play these games themselves. They hope people put these games up. What everybody should do, since you're not making no money on it, private the video or just delete the video. That's what everyone should do. Then Nintendo can sit there and try to play all their games themselves, which is going to be impossible, and put up walkthroughs and stuff. This is a new generation. People go to YouTube to see the game before they play it. I don't care what the magazine says or the website says. I want to see what the game looks like on a walkthrough or a let's play or whatever. So that's my thoughts about Nintendo. Whereas Microsoft and Sony, they're going to encourage sharing. Nintendo is pretty much saying, you can share it, but we're going to make the money from it. We don't care. So that's the way I see it. It's a mistake by Nintendo. I will not be playing any of their games in the future, because I've not played a Nintendo game in over 2 years anyway, even though I have a Wii and a PSP, not a PSP, but a 3DS and a DS, and I had a Game Boy, a Super Nintendo, GameCube. Had it all, but I don't care now. I don't care. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Like, subscribe, and comment. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.